Hello, welcome in, welcome back. It is great to see you. I am going to report some of the news to you.
Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, we're about to begin. You may be asking how. Elephant money, the future is now.
This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I am just a regular guy here on the internet on my own, talking about elephant money, creating some content for you, for the community. I really love this community, and I am bullish on the full ecosystem that has been developed by Bank Teller, the creator of Elephant Money. It's been around for a while. So what I can do is just watch every day, and I'm going to highlight some of the biggest news that has come out over the last several days, starting at the beginning of June, where Hong Kong opened up retail trading for cryptocurrency. China is allowing Hong Kong to do this. They put out a short list that they are able to trade. BNB is one of them. Can you imagine the amount of money that will flow into the market after 2 years of not being able to trade crypto? Let's read a little bit more of details on this. Here we are. Elephant Money and the Convergence, written by Patrick Cryptozoa. The convergence of two impactful events, the Flippening and China re-entering the Cryptoverse. I'm going to highlight some of this. I'd love for you to go ahead and have a chance to read it. I'll put a link in the description. I'm going to go down to some of the major highlights. He's talking about the fact that hard work is something that causes you to be prepared, and when preparation meets opportunity, there are awesome things that take place. Two converging events right now, the Flippening and China allowing Hong Kong. I'm going to focus on the Hong Kong portion of it right here. There was a crypto mining ban of June 2021. China has reversed its decision. Now, centralized exchanges such as CoinEx, Huobi, Gate.io, and BitMEX have announced their intentions to open retail trading June 1st, 2023. This is anticipated to open the floodgates of the Chinese yuan looking for crypto investment opportunities. There has been pent-up demand over the past 2 years, and now the frustration is about to end. One likely purchase is BNB, and since the largest LP pair for Elephant is Elephant BNB, this will act as a price lifter as the yuan comes flooding in. What's great is we can go on to Dune Analytics and always see the numbers. The numbers are actually driving this content and the news of what we're talking about. Next item on our news is this. The Elephant community started Twitter Spaces. Bank Teller and a moderator are opening this up along with Thor God Ed. And people can pop on every Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Pop on, listen, ask questions for an hour. It's an open forum. Awesome stuff that's going to be happening every Wednesday. I've already done 2 of those. The next news is on-chain margin trading, long and short, of the Elephant is now possible on the BNB chain via open leverage. This means you can long or short Elephant without having to register or KYC. Open leverage started, and Bank Teller has an AMA with them June 9th. Here's the link that I'm going to put in the description. Also in the news, the SEC showed their bizarre way of doing things by going after Binance. You probably heard about this. Caused some ripples, and actually what it did was it caused the BNB price to struggle a little bit. And what we saw as a result, what I think is a result, is that some people saw some buying opportunities. There were some huge buys earlier today. I think that had to do with the BNB price bringing Elephant on the BNB side down just a tad, not a lot, but just a little bit, for people to say, let me buy a whole bunch of it. And actually what has happened is that it has launched us closer to the Flippening. Awesome stuff. What we saw today, Scott the Investor, really well liked YouTuber. I subscribe to his channel, have for a while. He had Crypto Phil on his channel, and they were chatting crypto, and they were talking about the state of the market and different projects that they are interested in. And Crypto Phil brought up Elephant Money, and he told him he's very bullish on the chat. It happened that me and Greg Schultz, SK Crypto K, we got on the chat and said a few things, and they read our comments while they were talking about it. Scott, like a lot of people, wants to have a re-up with Elephant. He wants to learn about it. So he and SK Crypto K are going to talk. They're going to get to it. That is very cool. Both of those communities that follow those guys they're good communities, and they're both good guys. It's really great to see some positive alpha out there on Elephant Money. The timing is great for folks who may want to get going on it, because we haven't had the Flippening yet. What also happened this week, what we notice, is that there's always a lot to report. There's always a lot of there are creators out there putting out stuff. Elephant Money Herd put out another cool video, and what I want to highlight also is the writers got out there. There were a lot of Medium articles put out on Medium, Cryptozoa, great stuff out there, and it's nice. You know, we've got video format, and then we have folks writing and sharing their personal experiences and some of their insights, and that's a great format to just be able to read an article. Excellent stuff there. Here's a great way to start if you are brand new. Go over here to the hamburger menu and go down here to the documentation, and you will get a whole list, a wealth of information here. Elephant Money in 3 minutes, done by SK Crypto K. It'll talk about the entire ecosystem all the way down through this list of what you can read about. You can also click here on the lens and use AI technology. Ask a question. How is the price protected? By taking tokens out of the LP pools. The buyback system and front office token buyers drive price appreciation by removing Elephant tokens from the LP. The smaller the percentage of the total supply that is held by the liquidity pools, the higher the price rises. This concept is at the core of Elephant Money's architecture. By design, the Elephant Treasury maintains a growing hold on the Elephant token supply, protecting the price by having several consistent sources of token inflows, primarily through buybacks, while having a disproportionately small amount of token outflows as it operates as the payer of last resort for the debt in the ecosystem. This is fantastic stuff, folks. You can exhaust yourself in a good way on why this works and how it works. And quite often we don't know why things work and how they work, and I know that that's why people are hesitant to do certain things. It's hard to trust. So what I'd like to do is talk to you a little bit about my personal process with this. And what I'd like to do is tell you about how math and our family have not always been friendly with each other. And what I mean by that is my daughter started struggling in math probably 3rd grade, 4th grade, somewhere in there. Math started seeming pretty complicated to her. And 5th grade, 6th grade, and she just finished 7th grade. It got better for her this year. So what she was doing is pre-algebra, and she hung in there. Let me put it that way. But she's going to choose to practice this summer so that she can go into algebra for 8th grade. It's not required, but they can do it, and she wants to do that. Well, the hardest thing that parents deal with subjects in school, and I think, could be wrong, but I think math is one of the hardest ones, for parents to explain to kids when the kids ask the question, when am I going to use this? When is this going to apply? And it's really difficult for parents. I remember my daughter was terrified about the state test she had to take in 5th grade. They have to take 3rd grade, 5th grade, and 8th grade and continue on. She was so scared about the math portion, and I'll always remember how she and I were coming home one day, and she was talking about it, and she got to the front door, and I don't know why I remember this detail, but then she just stopped at the front door and just said, I wish they tested me on the things that I'm really good at. You know, I'm really good at the writing and reading and art and things, and there are things they're not going to test me on. And I'll always remember that. And so it has been challenging. Elephant money is a potential life changer for so many people on a lot of levels. Because what it has done for me is it has given me an entirely new perspective on math. I've never really had to be, excellent at it for my profession. I'm a counselor. I've been a counselor. I've been a realtor. I haven't had to have a really deep level of math in my professions. I'm also a musician. There's some math, but it's very, very basic. And doing finance, getting this involved in finance, I have told myself I really need to get better at these concepts. I need to know these concepts much, much better than I do. So it's given me a focus. And what I want to do is teach my daughter about this as well. Because I believe that this ecosystem is going to have a tremendous effect on a lot of people. And so how does this impact me personally? Well, we just recently watched the movie. I'm suddenly blanking on the movie. We just watched the movie Hidden Figures. And my daughter didn't know what the movie was about. She always thought it was about maybe some alien invasion or something. She just wasn't sure what it was about. So we put that movie on. And we were absolutely astounded. My wife had seen it for some reason. I just hadn't seen the movie yet. And there are some parts of that movie that are absolutely riveting. I actually pulled it from the script. When John Glenn meets the women, he says, "What do you gals do for NASA?" Katherine Johnson says, "Calculate your trajectories, sir. Launch and landing." John Glenn says, "Can't get anywhere without the numbers." These women were calculating incredible details that were making an entire difference for our country. Lives were at stake. John Glenn survived. I mean, it's absolutely riveting to think about the risk, the human risk that someone is taking to explore space where no one has done it. You don't know if your rocket's going to explode on launch. You don't know if you're going to burn up on re-entry. And people have to calculate this to the maximum. There's an incredible scene before he launches where the brand new computing technology is giving 2 different coordinates for where they're going to pick him up off the ocean, and they hold up the launch because they don't want to get this going having the wrong coordinates to try to find him, because we're talking about a 20-mile radius or more, or a lot more with 2 different coordinates. And they grab Catherine. This is after they said they don't need a computer, a human computer. They grab her so that she can run the numbers and have the accurate coordinates for the landing after this orbital test. One of the lines that she says before all of this takes place is she says, "It's not a mystery while the redstone tests keep failing. It's fine for suborbital flight, but it can't handle the weight of the capsule and push it into space. The numbers don't lie." That's an incredible statement, which is causing me to think differently about math. This is a new season for me to think about numbers, because the kind of calculations that have to be thought through for engineering and space have affected many, many lives. And I know I've been on computers for years. I have an iPhone. I don't think about it as deeply as I do now, because this could affect my family, my in-laws, my wife, my daughter, possibly some friends who would get in, the friends I've made on Telegram. Thousands of lives are affected by math, and not just willy-nilly math, but math that has to be scripted out way, way, way out into the future. That's what has happened here with the design of this entire ecosystem. That's why I can keep coming back to this every day. That's why multiple incredibly brilliant people are focused on this system, because this is math that is life-changing for so many people. And I am happy to report the news to you, to talk to you about this. Thank you for your comments. Like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, plant seeds, enlarge your territory, do great things for other people. God bless you.